Hey everyone, it's your boy Bright here, and you're tuned into another episode of On the Bright Side. And on today's episode, I'm going to be reviewing Ledisi's album, Let Love Rule. Here we go. Alright everybody, so Ledisi came out with her new album this past Friday, her 8th studio album and 6th major label album on Verve Records, Let Love Rule. I love Ledisi to pieces. I think Ledisi is one of the greatest R&B artists of our generation, and I think she's one that does not get enough attention and recognition. For people that don't know her, I think it's a shame because her voice is insane. She has one of the best tones and one of the best techniques, I think, of... She's definitely, in my opinion, top 5 vocalists out right now, especially when it comes to R&B. She has one of the craziest voices out there, and I'm so glad that she's still here releasing music because a lot of people at her age and in her genre are gone or struggling to make waves, but she's still here releasing music. She's definitely not as acclaimed and as known as I'd love for her to be, and I think she's deserving of. But I'm just, like I said, I'm just glad she's here still releasing music. She's amazing. And this new album from her, Let Love Rule, is an amazing project from head to toe. So just diving into some of the album tracks here. Obviously some of the tracks that stick out to me or the singles that came out early in the year, including High and Add to Me. So High was the first single released off of this album. I think that song is a masterpiece. I remember when I first heard it, I was like, damn, Ledisi's doing a trap song, like, but it's not really a trap song. It has the trap drums in there. But I honestly think it's a perfect blended masterpiece of a song that has trap drums, jazzy horns, and like kind of blipping synthesizers. And I think it's to be honest, I think it's a modern masterpiece record. If you're a fan of Ledisi, a longtime fan of Ledisi, you might have been thrown off by the record. And even I was a little bit too. I was like, whoa, like Ledisi's really doing some new age like trap shit, but like it really works. And I think at first it was hard to get into, but once you really dive into that record, it really works. I think High is one of my favorite records that's come out from Ledisi in a long time, and it's an amazing record. It makes you feel good. It's talking about just being high and above the clouds and not caring about all the bullshit happening in your life and just soaring above. And when you match that with an amazing, like, really, like, hypnotic trap beat, it really worked for Ledisi. It's different because Ledisi is really older, more retro artist, but it really worked, and I'm glad she took that risk on the song. Another song I love off this album is Add to Me. That's the second single off the album. Add to Me has become one of my favorite R&B records that's come out this year. It has an amazing bounce to it. I think it has a great message for the ladies and for the fellas. She's pretty much talking about, listen, it's not all about what I can bring to the relationship. What can you add to me? What can you add to me to make me feel like us becoming a thing is worth it? And I think that's a great message for not only women, but also guys as well. I think it's more for both genders to, you know, ask themselves that question and also ask their partner that question. What are you adding to me in this relationship? Like, what are you bringing to me to make me feel like our union is worth it? And it just has a great bounce to it. It's produced by DJ Camper, who, DJ Camper, shout out to him, has been releasing some bangers recently, especially for a lot of R&B artists. He's out here really making a lot of dope records for R&B artists. So shout out to DJ Camper. He's doing this thing right now. He's been out for so many years now, but he's been creating some R&B bangers, including Add to Me. It's one of my favorite songs off the album, and it's a banger. Another song I love off the album is the title track called Let Love Rule. I think that song is a perfect showcase of, I think, how calm but also how powerful Ledisi's voice can be. She has a really big billowing voice, but there's something about Ledisi that I love, that she's able to kind of have a really loud voice, but she's also really calm at the same time, where on certain records it doesn't overpower you. And I think Let Love Rule is such a lush song. It's just such a vibey, like, smoothed out record, like vibey instrumental, but she's really singing on there, but she's also singing in a very controlled and calm way, so you're not overpowered by it. And it's one of my favorite tracks off the album. I remember when the instant I heard it, I was just like, whoa, like, This song is so lush and so vibey. Great message. Let love rule in the world we're living in now. Because Lord knows all the shit that we're going through in the world right now. We need as much positive messages of positivity and unity and letting love rule. And I'm glad Ledisi created this record. It's a great record. The last song I wanted to talk about to kind of highlight out this album that I really love is the track that she did with BJ the Chicago Kid. BJ the Chicago Kid is one of my favorite he's one of my favorite artists of the new generation of male R&B artists trying to do their thing right now. And I never thought him and Ledisi would collab, but I love the collab. It's one of my favorite records off the album. I think it's an amazing record. They really did a good job collabing. Both of them are supreme vocalists, and to me, that song is a representation of what R&B can really sound like, and really, to me, it's a good representation of what mainstream R&B can and should sound like in 2017. It's not boring. It has a knock to it. It has a great it has great knocky vibey production, but at the same time, you're getting real vocals, you're getting a real message, and it's timeless. So obviously this song, it's a shame that a lot of the songs that it's mentioned probably will never be hits, because Ledisi is an artist that does not get hits out here like that. But it's a shame because in my opinion, High, Add to Me, which were the singles off the album, and Us Forever and Let Love Rule are some of the best tracks off this album, and they're amazing, and I think all four of them could be major hits, but they probably won't become hits, which is okay. But yeah, like I said, I think that her track with her and BJ the Chicago Kid is an amazing record that I feel like really is a good representation of what really R&B can sound like and feel like in the mainstream. It has a great sound that I feel like if it was heard by many people, it would blow up. But unfortunately, she's on a label, and she's the kind of artist that is not really getting that much love right now. But at the end of the day, I'm still happy that her and BJ the Chicago Kid made this record and put it on the album, because it's an amazing record to me. It kind of brought me back to a 90s flow almost, the way they were collabing and just the way they arranged the hook. It kind of took me back to the 90s, but like in a new 2017 new generation flow. So I thought it was brilliant, and I love the boom bap drums on that song too. I think it's amazing. It has a great boom bap 90s hip hop sound, but like a lush R&B instrumental over it. I thought it was amazing. So some of the other tracks I thought were cool on this album. I thought Shot Down was cool. It was good to hear Ledisi do a conscious record. I've never really heard, I don't think I've heard many conscious records from Ledisi before, but it was great to hear her do a song about, police brutality and just injustices that black people all around the world, and especially in America, are facing right now. So it was good to hear her do her take on that kind of record. I feel like everybody is doing conscious woke records out here. And some of them are more corny than others, but I thought Ledisi did a great job on Shot Down. I thought that was a great record. What else? Hello was a cool track. That's also another track where Ledisi incorporated like modern trap drums and sounds, and I thought she did a great job over it. The one thing I'll give Ledisi is that I think she's an amazing artist that is not, even though she is older and she really is she's the archetype for like kind of an older generation of artists. I feel like is not afraid to try new things. She's not afraid to incorporate all the new sounds going on in music right now into her music, and I think she did it really well on Hello and High. So I'm pretty proud of her for kind of broadening her scope of artistry and allowing herself to really experiment with more of a trappy sound and do it on her own terms, which I think she did brilliantly on Hello and High, like I said before. Oh yeah, the track she did with John Legend, Give Me More, that wasn't a bad track. It was cool. I liked it, but it wasn't as good as I thought a collab between those two artists would sound like on paper. And you're getting Ledisi and John Legend, in my opinion, who are two of the most talented R&B artists of our generation, especially when it comes to the older folk. But it didn't sound, to me, I thought a collab between them would sound way more legendary, way more dope than it actually did, but it wasn't bad. So I appreciate the collab, but I thought it would have been way doper than it actually was. Some tracks I didn't like as much were Here and All the Way, but to be honest, Ledisi is so amazing that those songs weren't even that bad, to be honest. Honestly, this album really, I think it knocked from head to toe. I think it was a great project from head to toe. Great sequencing. I never got tired of hearing the songs, and I think they all blended well from one song to the next. It had great themes throughout. I love the positive themes you know, all throughout the album of just kind of just letting love take over your life and being positive and letting the door open for love in all types of ways, whether politically, personally, with all types of relationships. I just thought she did a great job of touching all those themes, and I thought she put together a great project. On this record, we have producers that she's always worked with. We still have Rex Rideout on this album. That's her main producer. He did a good job working with some records. And we also have DJ Camper on the album. Like I said before, he killed the production on this album. He worked on High. He also worked on Act to Me as well. I thought he did a great job producing the singles for this album, and his production was dope. We also have producers like DJ Khalil and Dry Race Mosey, who are producers who have been known to work with Anthony Hamilton and BJ the Chicago Kid. So I thought they did a good job as well. Yeah, so a lot of producers on this album, a lot of good work on this album. I'm really proud of her. She did a great job. And I think this album will be nominated for Best R&B Album at the Grammys come this December. I can't wait to see that nomination. Hopefully it comes through. She deserves that nomination. So this is definitely going to be in contention for Best R&B Album at the Grammys. I'm excited for that. And yeah, shout out to Ledisi. I think she's one of the best of our generation. She knows how to perform her ass off. She knows how to sing. She has one of the craziest vocals of our generation. And I'm just glad to see she's still putting out music. Let Love Rule is an amazing album. I recommend streaming it, buying it. You know, support Ledisi. She's an artist that I feel really needs to be heard on a wider level. She's amazing. And yeah, for this album, I give it a 4 out of 5. So for all my album reviews, I'll be doing all my album reviews on a 5-point system. I like a 5-star rating because I think it's better than a 4-star rating. I think it's better than a 10-star rating. I mean a 10-point rating. But I'll be doing 5-point ratings for my albums. And for this album, I give her a 4 out of 5. Alright? So yeah, you were tuned to another episode of On the Bright Side, guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any comments or any opinions about her album, about Ledisi's album, Let Love Rule, please leave them down in the comments. Let me know what you think about the album. Let me know whether you liked it or not. Let me know what songs you didn't like, what songs you really did like. And I'll be happy to respond to your comments, alright? So this is your boy Bright, signing off.